What if Nightwing had his own animated series? Batman is my favorite DC character out of Justice League Unlimited. He's my favorite next to, Flash, Green Lantern. But just overall my favorite character. But every time I see Nightwing on the screen, I'm just like, oh, imagine if he had his own animated series. And seeing him make a cameo in Justice League Unlimited grudge match episode, that's season 3, episode 9, if you want to go check it out yourself, it just makes me want it even more. And I'm kind of like, forgive me if it sounds like I'm rambling or just kind of I'm going off the rip here, but we would have got to see Nightwing come into his own as he distanced himself from Batman. We could have got him, it could have been like the aftermath, it would have been a perfect series to bring. We saw the episode of him with flashback in Batman the Animated Series. We see the episode for him and Batman, he breaks off from Batman after he finds out that Barbara joined, and he breaks off of them. And I'm like, oh, that would have been a perfect spot for them to make a spinoff of Nightwing the Animated Series. And we could have seen him going to come into his own, how he rebuilds or may or may not build a relationship with Batman, even though he does. But we could have saw him just kind of come into his own Bloodhaven, how he navigates the new city, how he handles what he thinks, how he handles criminals, and what he thinks of the justice of the justice system, and we build new connections, meet new characters, how he gets his gadgets. We could have had all that. And I think the late great Hilary Bader and Paul Dini would have been the perfect people to write and build this new world. And yeah, every time I just think about that, it's so much. I feel like it's just a missed opportunity. Like I said, it would have been perfect. It would have been it could have been in between. I'm like I said, I'm going off the rip here, but I think it would have been a good spot. Just seeing it could have been a good segue. You know how they do those you remember back in the 80s or 90s how they did a cameo from someone and they end up a special guest appearance and then it's introduction to their show. I almost wish, I'm telling you, that would have been perfect. We would have saw the episode of Batman, the animated series, Nightwing, him how falling out, and then boom, get an introduction to the new show, the Nightwing, the animated series. It would have been great. And yeah, I hate that. And don't get me wrong, I know the story building and character building, we can find this all in the comics. Listen, I read comics, but there's just so many first issues, revamps, we want to call it, series runs. That gets me all in a tizzy. I'm more like an animated girly. So yeah, but seriously, a Nightwing, the animated series, would have loved it. We also would have how Gotham City looks and how Gotham City look in Batman Beyond. We could have got something like that. We could have, the Bloodhaven could have been would have became a whole personality of its own. So, oh man, I don't want to ramble too much. But yeah, I would have loved to see Nightwing, the animated series, and who the special guest would be. Batman makes an appearance, obviously. I would love that and see, how that would go. I'm saying, it would be left off, the tension would be left off from the previous episode from Batman, the animated series. So yeah, hope I don't sound like I'm rambling, but man, I would have. Yeah, Nightwing the animated series, been so much fun, and I'm just kind of thinking we could have saw Starfire if that would have allowed, because there's just so many restrictions on characters when it comes to DC and Warner Brothers. But Starfire could have made an appearance. We could have maybe even Robin, Tim Drake at the time could have been could have kind of made an appearance as well. Barbara Gordon, how their relationship would have worked out once he's on his own. Yeah, just so many opportunities you can do with that, with the storytelling and the animated series. But it sounds like I'm rambling. But what do you think? Do you think Nightwing could have held his own in an animated series? Do you have your own what if? Do you have a topic you want to discuss? Leave it in the comments below so you don't miss out on the next one. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe. And until next time, bye.